Started doing the broadcasting, I was doing it with Judy Polito, who is, her and Fran, her husband, are both the marshals of this year's 2022 Shrewsbury Parade, Spirit of Shrewsbury Parade. So we're here located on the grounds of the town hall on Maple Avenue, and we're being covered here live by the fine staff at Shrewsbury Media Connection, located on Parker Road in Shrewsbury. I know that Mark Serra is out on the road doing a behind-the-scenes broadcast with Peter Collins. Mark is the general manager, and I'm joined here with Paul Gustafson and Liz and Krista. Yeah, Krista, what's your last name? I never asked. What is it? Fogg. Yeah, Krista Fogg and Liz Poplowski. Been covering the parade for 26 years here at the on Maple Avenue, and just walking into the broadcast booth now is Maria Smith, my cohort, who. What?
I'm trying to just breathe.
Just trying to breathe, and we'll have her mic'd up shortly. So as you can see, if you look down Maple Avenue, it's pretty clear right now. This would be perfect if you could get down Maple Avenue like this, 7 days a week. Well, then there'd nobody living in Shrewsbury, but it is pretty clear right now. It would be great for skateboarding, I think. Kids would love that. But if you look far down Maple Avenue now, you can see the police department, I believe, leading the way. You can see the flashing lights coming down. It's probably a motorcycle or some sort coming down, and the streets are starting to fill up. I can look both ways down Maple Avenue, to the east and to the west, and the sidewalks are, I want to say the word, littered with people. To my left here, to our immediate left, the members of the Shrewsbury Senior Center are sitting with us, are all seated where they typically are, and we're live here, Maria.
Oh boy, we'll be in a minute.
How have you been?
Oh, just
good to
awesome.
see you. Yeah,
awesome to see you too, and thanks for doing this with me
Yeah.
again.
Can you
believe this is our 26th year?
It's
How
crazy.
Awesome. How
It's
awesome
crazy.
Is that? I'm so excited that the rain so far is holding out. I've been once again feverishly doing my Sundance for days, and it looks like maybe we'll make it through the parade, and then,
No, we're going to.
then it can pour.
There's
Okay.
no, as they say, no doubt about it. There's
There
no,
you go.
yeah. It's. I think we're going to get rain later on, around sunset, but I think we'll be good for the parade, anyways.
I'm excited once again to honor our seniors and have them with their VIP seating here in front of the town hall.
Yeah.
For another fabulous parade that is about to begin. We have some sponsors for our tea and luncheon that we're having immediately following the parade for any of the seniors in town, with entertainment and Eternal Health. And the Friends of the Senior Center are the sponsors of our luncheon and our tea today.
I was over talking earlier with former vice principal at Shrewsbury High School many years ago, Mr. Montecalvo, Mr. Joe Montecalvo, sitting right next to us over there. It's great to see him after all these years. I kind of surprised him, and he's a great guy. Great to see him.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah,
Well, we did.
we're live. So
We
get
did
the
have,
cameras, yeah.
we had a wonderful presentation up at the former Beale School with our Grand Marshals, the Politos, and it was heartwarming. We had everyone there to give them citations, and of course the special citation from our amazing Lieutenant Governor. Gee, wonder who that is, Karen Polito. And the whole family was there. So
Oh, nice.
it was really nice, and Judy had a classmate come from Brunswick, Maine, just to honor her and be with
that's
her
nice.
today.
That's
So
nice.
they will be airing that later on for the presentations, and it was
They've
really
that family.
heartwarming.
That family's done a lot for the town of Shrewsbury. Both of them. They give and give and give more. I know that. I mean, I was just reading in my pamphlet here that, right here. There was a nice write-up in here about some of the things that
they've done in the town.
actually show the folks at home. This is what the
Program book
looks like. And then there was a nice opening article here on the inside about some of the things they've done in the past.
Absolutely.
Talks a little bit about how even Judy, when I mean at the very back 20-something years ago, she was sitting here, and you were her predecessor.
Absolutely.
You know, her and I were both doing the broadcast,
Absolutely.
and I love working with Judy at the parade. So she was the first person to do the broadcast.
That's right, she was.
So I mean, it's I'm glad that they're being recognized. Good choice, nice selection.
They both have done incredible things for the town, and I say that they absolutely, to me, epitomize. They are the spirit of Shrewsbury, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I mean, that just says it all.
Absolutely.
And they're just giving people, and they don't want any recognition. They don't want any accolades. Fran was a tough cookie, you know, to even get him to accept the honor of being nominated for Grand Marshal. He just wants no fanfare. He wants to fly under the radar. Unprecedented this year, for the first time ever in the history of Spirit of Shrewsbury, the Grand Marshals are riding in their own car. Okay, Fran is driving his own beautiful, shiny, snazzy Corvette.
Why not?
And I made him promise that he wouldn't do 65 miles an hour just to get the parade over. And he promised me. I said, that's why we didn't want you to drive your own car. But it's unprecedented, but he's got the beautiful vehicle, and away we go. They're kicking off the parade. And
well, if Judy, you know, has become the Grand Marshal by starting here, maybe someday you'll be, as being her predecessor, maybe you'll be sitting in the Grand Marshal chair, and maybe Fran will allow you to use his car for you know, so, which would be kind of nice.
Hey, you never know, but they both have done so much. And Judy, I go way back with Judy as being a giver. Judy was a former cheerleader in the town of Shrewsbury, and of course I coached cheerleading for many years, and Judy was always our biggest fan and a contributor. She always donated money to whatever the cause was that we were doing for the cheerleaders. When we went to nationals, she was right there with her checkbook and said, no, I want to do this. And then I didn't realize that was why. It was near and dear to her heart.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, there was a book that is coming out that Henry Grant Petro wrote, where he has a picture of Judy at the top of the pyramid in her cheerleading days. She freaked out when she saw that photo. But she's been great. It's always been great.
You know, one of the things that over the years with my work with Shrewsbury High School with the kids and broadcasting the football games, the basketball games and so forth. One of the things that our TV 328 sports team always likes to promote is, you know, attitude, character, enthusiasm, and tradition. Those are the three things that we try to, you know, use as our basis of you know, our broadcast, because it's all important. And I think one of the most important of those characters is the word enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
You know, because, you know, it's so important to have. I mean, enthusiasm. What is that? That it's spirit. You know, you talk about the spirit of Shrewsbury. You know, showing a little bit of enthusiasm for what we have here, what we should be grateful for as residents of Shrewsbury. Just think of all the good things that we do have, and consider ourselves blessed to, you know, to be residents here.
Absolutely.
So.
All right, Big.
All right, you ready to take a seat here? Hopefully we can see. We've got a crowd of people in front of us here. We don't. It's going to be kind of tough to see around them here, but. And have to look over them.
Can we just have this? Maybe.
I don't know. It's tough. Yeah. Okay. We'll just have to broadcast from what's on the screen in front of us.
If we can.
Can you see that? Okay, Maria.
Yeah. If
okay.
we can just have this person move. Can I get?
You know what? We've asked these people to move before, but.
Can I go that far?
You can.
Excuse me, sir. Just over that way.
made some notes on mine. I don't know what I did with it yet.
Here's the booklet I put for you that has the lineup they changed. Welcome to Lindsay's.
Well, here comes the town of Shrewsbury's finest, the police and the fire right behind them. And
Have our float competition again this year, so it's going to be interesting to see who our first, second, and third prize winners are.
now, who does the selecting?
They have a committee that does the judging.
Now you can see the honor guard there, and I see Brendan Palumbo there, and I was looking to see if Adam Towner was in there. He's been in there before, but there's the chief, Chief Jim Bona. Boy, they noisy, huh? Get your attention, that's for sure.
Rocking out in that one.
Do you have any buildings in Shrewsbury that are that tall? Do we?
Towers, Shrewsbury Towers,
Okay, there you go.
right?
First thing to come to your mind. It may be the tallest building in Shrewsbury.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Here we have our Grand Marshal approaching. And we have Gianna and Nina, two of the grandchildren, carrying the Grand Marshal banner. I have wonderful magnets that say Grand Marshal that we usually stick on the Grand Marshal vehicle.
And
However, since Rand is driving his snazzy Corvette, which is fiberglass, the magnets don't stick. So that's why we had to have our banner
and
out.
obviously you can't put any tape on a
No, oh no.
on a nice shiny
Kill
red
me?
Corvette like that.
How cute are they? Judy said she felt like Miss America with her flowers and her sash and all of that.
Yeah, here they come.
It's just saying how crazy this all is.
I love the cameras here. That I mean, it's state of the art that Shrewsbury Media Connection has here.
Absolutely.
Camera is beautiful.
Not too fast.
Hi, Judy. Fran.
I think we need pillows so we could see her. She's such a little peanut. And we have the rest of the family following as a contingent.
Nice.
Kenny, their son.
Yeah.
Karen, her husband Steve.
Here they are.
Here we go.
Hi, Karen. How are you? Okay, here come the that's the rest of the family there.
Right,
Now
we
you've
have
got
the select board. We have Jim McGovern.
Jim McGovern, yep,
Of course, we have
Hannah
Hannah Kane,
Kane,
Michael Moore.
hi Hannah.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you.
Beautiful day. Happy Spirit of Shrewsbury.
We have Lou Evangelitis, our sheriff, for re-election for sheriff. Here's Lou running down the way here.
Hey, guys.
Nice, good picture
Looking
of
for
him.
re-election.
Okay, we have
These are candidates.
yes,
We have Gio.
yeah, Jeff Deal running for governor. Also, I think Jeff Sosa, I believe it is, running for congressman. So what better way to get out and meet the public by having a parade?
Absolutely.
And with elections are what, 2 weeks away? No, we got a few weeks away. Anyways, about 6 weeks, 5 weeks, something like that. 4 weeks, 4 weeks.
Candidate Sosa for congressman.
All right. Here's your political advertisement, ladies and gentlemen. Not that you don't see too much of it on regular TV nowadays. Really feels like a nice fall day out here, doesn't it?
It does.
Huh? Boy.
Sad to see summer go. But
Yeah, I am too. I am too. But fall is like
Fall
one
is
of my
great.
favorite times of the year. You got so much to look forward to. The only thing I don't like is what comes after fall.
I know.
You know, we're all hardy New Englanders, but nobody likes to see that.
Oh, we have our own inimitable Joe Cariglia.
Oh, looks like he's giving a speech on the back of Lovey's flatbed. No, he's singing.
He's been singing for over 30 years. He does a lot of show tunes. He does a lot of Sinatra, Tony Bennett.
The autumn wind
Oh, that's a Sinatra song.
You know.
came on, come and gone.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about Tipping Point, Maria. You want me to take it? All right, Tipping Point. It's a local climate change action group that is promoting affordable, achievable ways for Shrewsbury to decarbonize.
Trying to move that carbon footprint. Hybrid plug-in vehicle.
93.3 cents for each dollar raised goes to project. Seva International has been ranked in top 10 for 2021 in donor-supported organizations by Benedict. Seva is a trusted partner of
Seva.
SEMA.
Say what?
Locally,
Seva
SEMA has
is
donated
next.
over 20,000 pounds of foods to soup kitchens
They're
and
doing their own
food
thing. We
pantries
don't have to
in
do the
UAE.
commentary.
Yeah,
for them.
okay, let it go then.
So friends, please consider engaging with Seva as a donor, volunteer or as a supporter by spreading the information about Seva. For more information, you may visit www.sevausa.org or contact one of the volunteers here. Thank you.
They did our job for us. They've got quite a contingent of volunteers. Sewa International is, as she said, a 501c3 charity organization that's been serving the community nationwide in New England in
Good
particular.
afternoon. As
they've been at the forefront of supporting local food pantries and nursing homes and pediatric.
All right, we got the alumni here.
Okay,
Shrewsbury High
this is
School
a huge
alumni.
contingent. Okay, people came from. This is the class of '72 that is celebrating their 50th class reunion. They all graduated from SHS back in '72. They have members of their class that are from. There we go. That are from all over the country taking place. They came from far and wide. Some from Florida. They're driving vintage.
So Skip, you're going to march here next year? Somebody's going to
Could be. Could be.
John pass off the part of that class. Marching with his Hawaiian shirt on.
I know. I know. So we've got something to add to the announcements here for the class of '72.
Yes, we do.
This evening, for people in the town, if you're crossing our beautiful Lakeland Sigamon Bridge, you'll be crossing to the colors of blue and gold in honor of the class of 1972. So check it out, blue and gold on the bridge tonight.
They even have in their contingent their parents, well-known Joan Holland, 91-year-old Joan Holland, who used to be the class matron.
Oh.
Okay, back in the day, people don't even know what a matron is, but that was when they didn't have female teachers or administrators, and
Yep.
she was the one responsible for keeping kids out of the ladies' room and not doing things they shouldn't be doing.
That never happened.
Oh,
Come on.
Never. And we also have Karen Koletsky, who's a member of the class. Her mom, Marion, who has lived in town for 74 years, and she will be 94 in February.
Wow.
And she is a pistol. I mean, she has a bucket list, and she is going to achieve all the things on her bucket list, which she's ticking off one at a time. At 88 years old, she got a tattoo.
Nice.
Okay?
Yeah.
86 years old, she jumped out of a plane. I mean, this woman is a real firecracker.
That's more like a barrel list than a bucket list.
She is
Wow.
amazing.
Yeah, so class of '72. So if you do the math, that would be 22 minus 50. 50 years, right? Their
That's their 50th reunion.
50th high school class reunion. That's-
Jonathan Levy, who is a retired attorney, is one of the classmates that was instrumental in orchestrating this whole thing, and I have been speaking with him for probably 6 months because he wanted to align themselves with the Spirit of Shrewsbury, since they had
Nice.
people coming from all over the country. They came from as far as California, Florida, Oregon. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, well, I know.
They have quite the contingent. And it was exciting yesterday at the expo. They took a tour of Oak Middle School, which was, of course, their high school that they graduated.
That's correct.
So they were quite excited to see all the changes there and the
Yep.
Sherwood School. So they're having a blast. Every day they've done something. I've never seen such a class reunion bond and have so many people come from far and wide to have a great time. It's kind of
Well-
exciting. They were carrying the banner for 50th class reunion that Lucy wore.
Ah,
God bless her. Lucy donated that. That was her 50th class reunion,
Well, for
which was
crying out
100
loud.
years ago. Lucy
Wow.
was passed and she was in her 90s.
Yep.
So she donated it to the Alumni Association. And I have just passed it on and allowed other classes for their 50th reunion.
well, I can only think of one class that was better than the class of '72. That was the year after that, class of '73. And I'm only saying that
just because
and I know you. What class were you? Do you
Oh,
not?
I'm not telling you.
Come on.
Let's just say I'm a wee bit older than you.
Well, you're an SHS grad too, so
Absolutely. Proud of it.
Okay.
Our first place float winners. Something new and different. The India Society. They pour their hearts and souls into what they're doing for a float every year. This year, they did something a little different. They're celebrating 75 years of India's independence. ISW is presenting glimpses of children dressed in their native clothing of different states in India. They hope to give you a small peek at the amalgamation of cultures and traditions within India. We're equally excited to have them showcase their energetic, rhythmic ensemble of drums, a kind of drums which represents the diversity and inclusiveness of their traditions.
been thoroughly entertained.
I think that was their plan.
That's the great thing about the different cultures of our world that we live in, is that they all bring a special flavor and make us America the great country that we are. So, all right, what do we got?
Gymnastics Center, developing happy, healthy, confident children through a caring, positive environment. These little cupcakes are certainly very talented.
Winner of our...
Celebrating their 39th year.
Yeah, go ahead.
And they teach gymnastics to boys and girls. Safety is their #1 priority, and they build the pride inside each child. They have a competitive team program that is state and nationally recognized. And their summer programs feature gym and swim, half and full day camps, and they also offer Saturday birthday parties.
So now we've got the First Congregational Church celebrating their 300th anniversary as a church in the town of Shrewsbury. And their float finished second place. This little boat that they've got here, sailing toward the future. It should be soaring forward. You see, it says soaring forward. Soaring forward towards the future. Now this sounds like a little Italian band going through the little provinces of anywhere in Italy.
Of professional musicians.
Secretary of Defense, employer support of the Guard and Reserve. Nice. Very nice. Next, we've got the Shrewsbury Girl Scouts. 100 years of scouting.
Where's the cookies? We need cookies. Girl Scouting builds girls of courage, confidence, and character. And they help make the world a better place.
They sure do. I was talking about the Girl Scouts with Liz Poplowski a little earlier. About being prepared.
We have brownies, we have daisies, juniors, ambassadors, and senior scouts. Quite a few people marching today.
Okay, now we got the Cub Scouts, Pack 62 from Shrewsbury. And following them is my alma mater, Pack 114.
There you go.
From the Congregational Church. I was at 114 and the Boy Scouts of 114.
Now it says Pack 114 has been in existence since 1916. Is that when you were with them?
Actually, I started in 1915. We got it together back then, and time in a bottle.
Now, here's a surprise. They have new 7-pack of females this year in the Boy Scouts of America. But they're on their about this weekend, so they're not marching in the parade.
Wow. All right, we got the Millbury High School band. Their first parade ever.
That's great.
Who's it directed by? None other than Jesse Dooley. Folks at home are wondering who Jesse Dooley is. Well, I don't know. But Jesse Dooley is the leader of this band.
They're doing a mighty fine job for their first parade ever.
All right, we made it through 2 sections of the parade. And now the final section number 3 starts with Central One Federal Credit Union. They have a stadium named after them in Shrewsbury at the high school.
All good. They're a not-for-profit financial institution offering highly competitive financial products and world-class service. And their funky mascot.
The Shrewsbury Sweethearts are right behind them. Can't wait to see them. You can see them right in back of the van, the courtesy van. What would we do without Liz?
Thank you.
Thanks, Liz. All right.
All right, there's our Shrewsbury Sweethearts. Winners Miss Shrewsbury, Mia Blakely. Teen Miss Shrewsbury, Rosanna Howling. Wolf Keller. Preteen Miss Shrewsbury, Grace Hemingway. With Universal Ms. Massachusetts, the comparable Ileana Davis.
All right, speaking of Shrewsbury High School, we have the Shrewsbury High School Student Government. Together, they work to improve the school culture and to advocate as the voice of the student body. Were you a member of the Shrewsbury Student Government when you were in school, Maria?
I don't remember that far back.
Oh, come on. I was a homeroom rep.
Come on,
That
of course.
counted for something.
Of course. I was always involved in something. And still am.
Who are these guys? The crew?
You think?
The crew.
The crew, the athletes at Shrewsbury High School's girls and boys crew team.
Well, now this is a first. Check out this. Can we get a close-up of that up on there? Look at
That's
these.
amazing.
Look at this.
They're really
They got
doing their
the kids-
thing.
The girls are in the crew, in the shell.
Actually
and they're rowing their
rowing.
way down Maple Avenue.
Probably why
That's
they're going faster than everyone else.
That's something you don't see every day. And now I get to say this. The Shrewsbury High School Marching Band.
Woohoo! Directed by Tom O'Toole.
You know, when I do the broadcast and they play the national anthem at the games, or they're at the fair and they're doing their enthusiasm for the game, and I tell the guys in the broadcast booth that this is the Shrewsbury High School Marching Band, and they say, they're not marching. Why, that's just a band. And I'm like, no.
Well, they march.
But they do march, so I've got it right. It says it right here in black and white.
That's right. And they are definitely marching today.
That's right. All right, what do we got here, Maria?
Shrewsbury High School robotics team, 4, 6, 7. They're always a big hit at the expo on Saturday with their robots. These kids are really cutting edge of what's going on in the robotics world.
Amazing. Now, would you hire a robot servant at your home?
Absolutely.
You would. Nice. Just curious.
Anything I don't have to do, I'm all for. Here we go, lacrosse. Oh, the speech and debate. They're always dressed as clowns, always enthusiasm over the top.
Here's your crew right here.
There they are.
The cheerleaders? Cheerleaders? No?
No, that's
the
field
track?
hockey.
Where are the
Field hockey.
cheerleaders?
I
They're
don't know.
back? They're coming. I see them.
They're coming.
They're coming. All right. All right, we're getting very near the end, as the Beatles say.
Here we go. Of course, our football team and the cheerleaders.
Shrewsbury High off to a very good start so far. They beat Natick. They
Awesome.
beat St. John's, and this week they beat Acton Boxborough. Coach's corner.
There they are.
And the cheerleaders that you did so many years
For
coaching
so many
them.
years.
Yep.
They're amazing. They are true spirited cheerleaders.
Yes, they are. Enthusiastic.
That's what we need. We have to cheer our boys on, right?
And Maria?
And then we have Mika Davis, who is the organizer of the parade and the expo on Saturday.
Well, thank you very much. And finally, we are at the end of another year broadcasting the Spirit of Shrewsbury Parade.
Shrewsbury's finest.
26
Sergeant Fosher
years.
driving down. 26. Imagine
26
that.
years.
We had a little hiatus because of COVID. As
Yes.
everyone knows, last year we did not have a parade, a live parade. We had a virtual parade,
Yep.
which was really something to try and accomplish, I must admit.
Yeah.
But we
No.
did. We pulled it off. We had Chief Turkanian as our Grand Marshal last year. And the only reason why he agreed to be the Grand Marshal was because he didn't have to do anything. So with the virtual parade, I blew up a life-size poster of the chief, put him in the front seat of my convertible, and drove down the street, and Shrewsbury Media Cable filmed me doing that, and I was talking to this cardboard cutout as if we were here live. And I must admit, it was a spoof on the parade, but it went off. Everybody loved it. I wasn't sure whether the chief was going to be annoyed with me for doing that, because he's another one that flies under the radar, doesn't want any accolades.
Right.
And I checked in with him after, and I said, he's either going to be really angry with me or he's going to think it's funny. Well, he thought it was hilarious.
Well.
And he asked me what I was doing with the big life-size cutout that I had of him. I said, well, he's in my basement, and I'm happy to bring it to you.
Well, you know what they say, you know, in times of crisis, in times of distress, it's usually the people that are big people that come to rise to the occasion, and that's exactly what you did.
That's
so
absolutely
so
right.
thank you for doing that for us last year. we had a fan in front of us. Sorry about that. But anyways, so we're going to wrap it up once again
Absolutely.
for the for 2022.
Thanks to Shrewsbury Media Cable for the awesome job
absolutely.
that they always do. I know it was a little challenging trying to do things in 2 locations this year, but Mark pulls it off without a hitch.
Mark
as
and his
always.
crew, his great staff.
Absolutely.
They've been doing it for years.
Absolutely. So we look forward to being back next year.
All right. So
Thanks so
for
much.
Shrewsbury Media Connection and Maria Smith, I'm Nick Tedisco, and we'll see you next year at the 27th annual.
That's right. Thank you all.
Have a great afternoon.